here at the AOD for the AOD's Grad Exhibition 2022 opening night. And from what I hear, there are some pretty amazing and talented young individuals in different fields showcasing some of their amazing work. So let's go have a look. Okay, so we're here at the AOD and none other than Subhat with us right now, and he truly does have an amazing concept, two concepts actually, so we're going to have a little chat with him. So tell us a little bit about transbulance and innocence.
So talking about the transbulance, it was my second year final project. So basically the issue that I tried to tackle was the lack of health in the trans community, because due to the lack of unemployment and things like that, most trans people are engaged in sex work. So this because of this, most are infected with STDs. But then these people, this community can't even go to a hospital to get their checkups done because of the barriers that the society has created. And so the solution was the transbulance medical service that is specifically catered to the trans community, where you can book your appointment through the app and then it'll come to your doorstep and treat you. Yeah.
And can you tell us a little bit about innocence, pure parenting?
So Innocence is a futuristic project. So this is my FMP, final major project, and the issue that I try to tackle through this issue problem is that the relationship within parents and children in the modern society, it's very distant, right? So as a solution, cultural insight that I came across was the Panchayuddha. The Panchayuddha is an amulet that we believe is something protects the child from the evil eye. So the innocence is a device. It detects the child whenever something's wrong with the child, or if the child is going through something, it will detect and it will notify the parent through an app, and from there onwards it will guide the parent to take the necessary steps.
Okay, so we are here at AOD with the lovely Freddie and Olivia with us right now. So many amazing, talented young individuals from different departments and different categories. What are your thoughts today?
Well, we were here to present to the motion graphic students, and Olivia studied at one of the most difficult motion graphic universities in the world, and she also did a lot of amazing motion graphics for massive Hollywood movies. So she knows exactly what it takes. So ask her.
Olivia?
I thought it was very inspiring. Very, very good work. Yeah.
And for anyone who's watching us right now and wanting to really get into the whole world of motion graphics, what would your advice be to them?
I would say drink a lot of coffee. Be ready to spend a lot of time inside. It's an extremely, very, very long hours, but very rewarding.
And will both of you be attending the next couple of days for the Mercedes?
Absolutely, yes, we will. We will.
Okay, so we're here with one of the winners, the beautiful and the very talented Sandara with us right now with her lovely rendition of a 3D animation. So do tell us the concept behind your idea.
So I wanted to incorporate both 3D and 2D. So my character is 2D and my backgrounds are 3D. So the idea behind it is she is from another world. This is more of a dimension travel one. She is from another world and she ends up in this particular world, but she has no memory of. But she has this puzzle that can help her travel through it, which is how she ends up in a different world. The animation is it's like a pilot episode that has captured the essence of the entire story, and I cut it. It ends with her, figuring out that she's not who she thinks she is. So.
I mean, amazing. I'm absolutely inspired just by watching a little bit of this. So, how long did it take you to actually put everything together?
So from the research to the script and the concepts and everything, and to the final animation itself, it took about 1 year. Yeah, the whole project is a 1 year project. So the first 3 to 4 months are all research based, and that's right, writing your script, rewriting your script, rewriting your script, and then coming up with the mood boards, and then finally the last few months are where you do all the technical stuff. Like, because this is 3D, I had to model everything, and the character art and everything is the last 4 months.
Fantastic. And for anybody who's watching right now and who really want to get into the world of animation, what would your advice be to them?
I'd say animation. Basically, I'm not doing just animation. It's a very vast area. Even though here in Sri Lanka they are just starting up, we're just new people in the industry. But it's not just animation. You have concepts, script write, movies, everything. So it's really interesting. You should at least try it out.
The lovely, talented, and the very beautiful Rachel with us right now, who happens to be one of the winners today. Do tell us about your concept.
Okay, so for my final animation, I was actually inspired by Greek mythology. And my story is actually the story of Medusa, but it has a twist, and I actually gave her human emotions. So you kind of like, I victimized her basically in my final animation, and here you can kind of see that I've taken inspiration from Greek pottery art, and I did her entire life story in sequences to show my audience like this is who she is and what she went through.
I know that it is a 1 year project, so how challenging was it to kind of put everything together?
Oh, it was very challenging. Like, I struggled and I genuinely thought I wouldn't make it, but thankfully, with the help of my lecturers here, I was able to complete this animation.
Okay, just as I asked Sandara over there, and especially from you, anybody who's watching us right now who want to get into this world, what would your advice be to them?
Oh, as my lecturers say, practice, practice, practice. And don't just practice, you have to understand what you are practicing, because not always practice makes perfect. You need to be smart about what you practice as well, which is how you gain as like a better artist.
We have the talented Nilesh with us right now. As I can see clearly, can you tell us a little bit about your concept today?
Yeah, so my concept for this project is the story is a war story about the soldier experiencing PTSD from the battlefield, all the memories that he's experienced and like how he regrets it. The concept of it was from a song called One by Metallica, which is having a similar story, and that's where I mostly got the inspiration.
Fantastic, and it looks absolutely amazing. For anybody who's watching right now and who wants to get into this absolute beautiful world of animation and the related field, what would your advice be to them?
I'd say to try and keep developing, like keep pushing on, like making as many animations as you can, like trying to push yourselves. Like, don't be afraid to do things that no one else is doing. Everyone does things just to follow the trend and like do what everyone does is safe, but like as long as you find it interesting, it's always worth a shot.
Fantastic, Nilesh. Thank you. All the best. Here at AOD, so do tell us, there have been some amazing and talented young individuals here today. So what are your thoughts?
Yeah, actually I just started going through the exhibition and already found designers who are trying to change how we design as well, so and influence the community. So that's the project that I was going through. It's really interesting because she's talking about how when we first start the design process, we need to think about inclusivity. when it comes to every person, right? Like whether if they cannot see, whether they cannot hear, or queer or whatever. So that's where I started. So I'm really inspired by that. So let's see what the rest of the evening has to offer.
Fantastic. Now, you even having such a talented background yourself, and for anybody who's watching right now and wanting to get into this world, what would your advice be to them?
Well, start somewhere, start sketching, and just don't wait for the right moment. Like if we waited for the right moment, I don't think like we would have been here, because like whatever opportunities came our way, we just grabbed it, and we grew so much from it. And of course, like AOD, I graduated from AOD, so coming here like opened up my eyes to so many different things. Before AOD, it's been like, okay, design is just drawing something and creating something that looks nice. But now that we've been in industry for a long time, like designers really can change the world and create an impact. So yeah, and let's just see what what it looks like. So I think people just, like I said, just start somewhere and get going, yeah.
Another young designer with us right now, the very talented Sarani Gamage. Looking through your work, I love the colors, I love the fabric that you've chosen. And can you take us through the concept of your collection?
Yeah, my main concept is contemporary fashion culture influence on nature. So my collection is based on with the prints and the colors, and my craft is batik, because I just want to show how much far this contemporary fashion culture influence on Sri Lankan society, especially among the young youth. Nature is, I just want to show my prints and the color ideas throughout of this whole concept. Yeah, that's a basic idea.
And I know that this is a 1 year's project. It takes a lot of hard work and it's very challenging. So what would your advice be to anybody who's watching us right now wanting to get into your world of design?
Do hard working. That's the best thing, because it's this all the work based on the 1 year. So do hard working, work in the schedule, and do your best. That's the thing.
One of the amazing models is going to be showcasing keeping it to the family unit indeed. He's going to be modeling his sister's collection tomorrow. This is Himesh with us right now, so do tell us, you must be really excited for tomorrow.
Yeah, actually I'm modeling on day 3, so for my sister's collection, and I'm so happy.
And in the world of modeling, I know in a way that is also a form of art, just like with everything that's going on. And when did you decide that you wanted to get into modeling?
So I started modeling when I was in 2017, and I joined Brian, and then I've been doing a couple of shows and plus also shoots and all, and plus now I'm into acting.
Multi-talented indeed. So a question that I've been asking a lot of designers today is, for anybody who's watching us right now, if you really want to get into the field that you're in, what would your advice be to them?
Well, never give up until you reach the point. So like basically when it comes to me, I was 105 kilos back then, and now I'm modeling. So there's nothing which is impossible. So
we have the lovely Noeli with us right now, who's also extremely talented, as you can see here at the back. Beautiful collection. Can you take us through what your collection is all about?
Yeah, so my collection is based on mental health, my concept, and I have collaborated with Audit Apparels to manufacture my final year collection. And so basically what I did was to go ahead with a sustainable approach, since it's denim. Audit Apparels manufactures Levi's and Calvin Klein. They're like the largest denim manufacturer in Sri Lanka. And there's around 700 to 800 pieces that is gone to waste from the factory. So what I did was I gathered all these pieces and I patched up my silhouettes through that. So I used discarded jeans and fabrics to patch up my silhouettes. And I've also done laser printing and hand painting on these silhouettes.
Fantastic. It looks absolutely amazing. And talking about keeping it in the family, so your brother is going to be showcasing some of your pieces, and that, you must be really proud.
Yeah, I'm so glad that he's a model, because I get to use him for my day 3 collection actually. Yeah, that's the student graduate collection, and he'll be modeling one of my silhouettes.
Fantastic. Now, a question that I've been asking pretty much all of the designers here is, for anyone who's watching us right now and who wants to get into the world of design, what would your advice be to them?
So right now, with the economic crisis and everything, fast fashion is moving ahead too, because people's purchasing limits, I mean, there's limits to purchases. So sustainability should be not forgotten by this, which is why, I mean, most of our collections, they are based on sustainability, because we want to bring that awareness without letting fast fashion take over.
Well, that pretty much wraps up AOD's Grad Exhibition 2022, the opening night. And boy, oh boy, what an amazing night it was, featuring some of the most amazing, talented young individuals that Sri Lanka has to offer. One can only hope how it's going to be for them and their future if they continue to create some of their amazing work. Until next time, this is Dana signing off for Hi TV. Good night.